Greetings and welcome to another impressions video here at Words About Games, and today we're going to be looking at Minecraft Dungeons. Minecraft Dungeons is a blocky dungeon crawler set in the Minecraft universe, where you and up to 3 friends need to hack and slash your way through a variety of levels and enemies in an attempt to save villagers and take down the evil Arch-Illager, all while leveling up and unlocking new and more powerful weapons and abilities to aid you in your fight. I couldn't tell you the story of Minecraft Dungeons, or why you're supposed to be doing the things that you're doing. Like most of its genre stablemates before it, there's only one reason I'm diving into the various levels of Minecraft Dungeons. Loot. I'm sure I'm on some great and noble quest to save the world or something, but really, I'm just looking for a new set of armor or a new artifact to unlock a new powerful special ability. Grinding out new gear is a gameplay loop that's been around for decades, and it's the primary purpose here too. It's also a really powerful motivation to keep diving back into the game time and time again. Your character is equipped with a melee weapon, ranged weapon, and armor, as well as 3 different artifacts that bestow a variety of different special abilities. Each piece of equipment is upgradable via enchantments, which you can unlock with points accrued by leveling up. Different equipment has different enchantments, and higher tier gear can have up to 3 equipped at any one time, buffing your character in numerous ways. And massively, you don't need to worry about spending enchantment points on gear as you level up. If you get a better weapon, for example, you can salvage your old one and get back all of your enchantment points from it to spend on your new one. At first, the game started out feeling fairly generic, but after a few levels I started to unlock powerful and rare pieces of equipment that let me heavily tailor my character to suit my preferred playstyle. After acquiring a powerful melee weapon and an ability that let me jump towards enemies and stun them upon landing, I'd gone from thinking Minecraft Dungeons was a bit naff to actually having a really good time, and that feeling only deepened the more I played and tweaked the way my character worked. I could tell this was true for the person I was playing with as well, after they unlocked a crossbow that was basically a machine gun and the maniacal laughter rung out over party chat. This did create a slight power imbalance during the early stages of our co-op gameplay. He got better gear than I did for a little while, which left me with little to do as he blasted through enemies with ease as I struggled, but once my luck started to turn, we both had a blast. It can be a little frustrating to finish a run and come back with nothing worth keeping, or something you don't want. An option to trade gear with your co-op partner would go a long way to making the game feel even better as a co-op experience, for example, as I'd always lament salvaging a piece of gear my co-op partner could have made great use of because it was useless to me. But the thrill of leveling up, buffing my character, and augmenting their playstyle with new bits of awesome gear was a big draw that will keep me coming back to the game for a little while. I'm not sure how long this will last, however. There aren't all that many levels available in Minecraft Dungeons at launch. We pretty much saw everything in the game within a few short hours of streaming. And while part of the fun is undoubtedly found in going back through levels on higher difficulties for better, more powerful loot, I'm not sure the lack of variety is going to do the game any favours in the longer term. What's here is definitely enough to fuel a few nights of multiplayer fun, however. The combat is fairly simple. You've got melee attacks, ranged attacks, and 3 abilities mapped to your face buttons. And that's basically it. It's up to you to maul through the hundreds of enemies the game throws at you using this limited moveset. The simplicity works well for Minecraft Dungeons, which is clearly a game designed to appeal to a more casual audience than necessarily to a hardcore dungeon crawling fan. You can jump into the game, have a few hours of fun with friends, and feel like you're making progress. The game does have a fairly impressive variety of enemies, no doubt pulled from the history of Minecraft, a game I've never played. There are enough different types of enemies to keep combat interesting, especially when the game starts mixing and matching the waves of enemies it throws at you. It keeps the game from becoming a mindless hack and slash affair, particularly during boss fights, of which there are a precious few in the game. Boss fights are a standout, requiring some tactical thinking thanks to their varied abilities. The only thing that's a bit iffy here is the exploration. I've been playing games for decades, long enough to know that if the objective marker tells you to go right, and there's a path to the left, there's treasure on the left. And so for the few hours I've played Minecraft Dungeons, I've constantly gone left in search of epic loot, only to be disappointed to find a dead end with no treasure or an alternative path to the main objective. It seems counterintuitive, especially in a game about collecting loot from treasure chests that more often than not exploring off the beaten path would yield no rewards. Minecraft Dungeons is a light and breezy dungeon crawler, clearly aimed at a more casual audience thanks to its simple combat mechanics and relatively straightforward loot and progression systems. It's easy enough to pick up and play, and easy enough to quickly wrap your head around how to increase your power. It's also a good time with a few friends along for the ride. Whether it has enough staying power for the long haul, however, I'm not sure. While there are multiple tiers of difficulty that can grant you better rewards, there aren't all that many different levels, and it feels like a game I might get bored with sooner rather than later. Only time will tell, however, and right now, after playing a good few hours, I'm still happy enough to jump back into the game if asked to go on the hunt for a more powerful glaive or unlock a new tier of enchantment on my armor. Thanks very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it or found it useful, consider sticking around here at Words About Games. Our content includes review impressions of games big and small, a weekly podcast dedicated to discussing the happenings in and around the games industry, weekly opinion videos, reactions, debate-driven top 5 and top 10 lists, a regular Hall of Fame series where we discuss our favourite games, and indie game spotlights. We also stream every Friday and Saturday at twitch.tv/wordsaboutgames. Most importantly, have a brilliant day.